The emergence of quantum technology is not just a revolution in physics and engineering, it is a fundamental challenge to the global legal system. For centuries, our laws have been based on the principles of classical causality, physical boundaries, and the permanence of information. We are now entering an era where the concept of entanglement, where the state of one object is inextricably linked to another across any distance, threatens to dismantle our traditional understanding of jurisdiction, ownership, and privacy. This is the new legal frontier, the laws of entanglement. To understand why this is such a disruptive force, we have to look at the No-Cloning Theorem. In a classical world, if you steal a file, the original remains. In a quantum world, information cannot be perfectly copied. This changes the very nature of theft and intellectual property. If a quantum state is intercepted, it is altered. The legal system must now decide, is an alteration a form of destruction or a form of acquisition? One of the most pressing issues is the question of quantum jurisdiction. In our current legal framework, jurisdiction is tied to geography. A crime committed in a specific country is subject to that country's laws, but in a quantum network, information can be teleported between nodes. If an entangled pair is split between a server in the United States and a server in Brazil, and an action is performed on the American qubit that instantly changes the state of the Brazilian qubit, where did the action occur? If a contract is signed using a quantum key that exists in a state of superposition across multiple borders, which court has the right to adjudicate a dispute? We are looking at the need for a universal quantum law, a treaty-based framework that recognizes entanglement as a non-local legal event. This is particularly relevant for the Strait of Entanglement, the orbital and undersea backbones of the coming quantum internet. Then there is the Authentication Crisis. Our entire legal and financial system relies on digital signatures. As we discussed in the Y2Q countdown, these signatures are based on mathematical problems that quantum computers can solve. When Q-Day arrives, every digital contract, every deed of trust, and every sovereign treaty signed in the last 30 years could technically be contested. We are facing a verification gap where the legal system might lose its ability to prove who signed what. The solution is post-quantum legal compliance, a massive effort to re-verify and re-sign the world's most critical documents using quantum-resistant algorithms. This is not just a technical update, it is a legal audit of global civilization. The concept of privacy is also being redefined. In the classical era, privacy was a matter of expectation and encryption. In the quantum era, privacy becomes a physical property. With quantum key distribution, we can tell if a message has been read because the act of reading it leaves a physical trace on the particles themselves. This creates a new category of forensic evidence. In the court of the future, a prosecutor might not show a log file. They will show a wave function collapse report proving that a secure channel was observed by an unauthorized party. But this also creates a paradox. If observing a system changes it, does a search warrant in the quantum age inherently destroy the evidence it seeks to collect? The Fourth Amendment and similar protections worldwide were not written for a universe where watching is an action. Finally, we have the issue of quantum personality. As we move towards simulating complex biological processes and eventually perhaps the human mind, the legal system will have to grapple with the rights of simulated entities. If a quantum computer can simulate a person's neural patterns with 100% fidelity, does that simulation have a right to privacy? Can it own property? Is deleting a high-fidelity quantum simulation a form of data management or a form of homicide? These questions sound like science fiction, but for the legal scholars currently working on AI personhood, the transition to quantum personhood is the next logical step. For the technology founder or the military leader, navigating this landscape requires a shift from compliance to integrity. You cannot hide behind a legal loophole if the physics of your network provides a permanent, subatomic record of your actions. We are moving toward a world where the law is not just something written in books, but something encoded in the way we handle information. Those who master the legalities of entanglement will be the architects of a new global order, one where trust is not granted by institutions, but guaranteed by the fundamental laws of the universe. The Laws of Entanglement will be the most important treaties of the 21st century, defining the boundaries of our power and the depth of our responsibilities in a connected subatomic world.